We had a nice night in La Quinta outside of Austin, Texas. Heading west. We stopped for gas because we are heading out west and we don't know what's out there. It's kind of country, so I'm not sure how many gas stations are out there. It's always better to be safe than sorry. Keep that gas tank full. So we all had a comfortable night's sleep, but I'm still exhausted. Traveling is a bit difficult for me. That's why I want to stay in one place for a little while at a time, but we're just trying to head out of the south because it's really hot. I think there's heat waves everywhere. None of us are going to do too well if we don't get out of this heat. Back in Florida, we had our air conditioning, but here, if you want to get out of the car and walk around, you can't do it very much because it's just too hot. There must be allergies because I was sneezing and I hear other people sneezing. It's like a little camping place, but you can rent out cabins or houses on this lake. It's real pretty. This is a small little town, Willow Creek Cafe and Club. Is this Willow City? Don't know. Oh wait, this is an old town. Check out how cool this is. This is like old Western style town. Everybody's got a pickup. We miss our pickup. We have Gungs, thrift store, country collectibles. Good town, even though it's old, it's busy. I wanted to show you some creeks we were driving by. They were completely dried out, and there was some dust blowing up when trucks were coming down the road. Pretty cool.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn left on US 377.
So we've been traveling for about an hour in the middle of beautiful Texas. The particular route is going through a lot of farmland, so it's pretty interesting to see the big cows here because our cows in Florida are kind of skinny. And we've seen some deer and armadillo. Forgot about armadillo in here in Texas because we have them in Florida as well. So I'm enjoying our view through the countryside because when you're in the city you don't get to see the country because of all the buildings, of course. I like to see both. We have been discussing, of course, the geology and the topography and the history, and I'm going to have to look all this stuff up because I think it's going to be very interesting to find out why the earth is red like it is, why we saw boulders back there just for a little while, why we have some of these smaller little mountains, and then you have flat land. It's very diverse. So I find that interesting and would like to know more about it. I was going to try to edit video while we were driving because I see we have 437 miles until where we want to spend the night. Not much out here. It's very dry and flat for now. So I was going to edit, but because of the noise of the road, too loud, I couldn't hear. I'll have to wait till tonight to do some editing. So please forgive me if you don't see a daily video. I'm going to be behind a little bit. So we stopped at this place, got burritos for all of us, chips and salsa. It was so good. In the middle of Ozona. No, it's not, is it? Ozona, Texas. It was so good. So good. We're ready to keep driving. Going west. Watch out for snakes. We haven't seen any. So we're in southwest Texas, and it feels like an oven. What temperature is it, Rick?
It is 104.
104. It was 109.
It was 109 earlier. Clouded up a little bit, so it's cooling off.
It is really beautiful out here. We were wondering why there's not more of a population or cities here. And my only guess is because it's so hot, but you see Florida and you see Las Vegas. It's built up. Las Vegas is a desert. There's a lot of land here, so I don't know if this belongs to the parks or farmers. I'm not sure. beautiful. We're getting close to the desert. There's not really any trees other than the few that you see on the edge of the road. But all there is brush. It's really, really dry. And I don't know if you could see it, but there's dust in the air. And it's super dry. We're all complaining about our nose and lips drying out. But it's so pretty out there. These are our first time seeing mesas, so we found the definition of mesa, and that's it. And then there's a butte, which is more narrow, and then we have a hoodoo, which is more of a column. I don't know if a hoodoo is flat on top, though. You'd have to look that up. But the sun is coming through the clouds and it looks so beautiful. You should take a picture of this. That looks like a dust tornado. We were thinking at first it was a fire, but it looks like it might be twirling. That's pretty interesting. Can't really zoom in very much more.
Truck.
A lot of oil out here, we noticed. So we see a pipe there burning off something that reminds me of where I was born or grew up. It was all factory and they had all the steel in the air. If you try to hang your clothes out to dry, you would get little particles of metal. I cannot get enough of the beautiful countryside out here. It's just truly amazing. What do you think about all this, Rick?
It's pretty awesome.
Pretty awesome. We pulled over a couple times to take pictures. I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Make sure you follow us on Instagram because we're going to be showing you pictures of where we are going, and you might see where we're going before anybody else. So you'll have the advantage. So make sure you check out the description box. That's where all our links are. We were talking about the time and how it's like time travel because we're chasing the sun and we just entered into mountain time. So we gained another hour. So it's pretty cool. And then tomorrow we'll probably gain another hour. So 3 hours ahead of the East Coast. Oh, there's a crossway up there. Glad we came on this trip, even if it's just one time, because we're seeing things that we've never seen before. And I've seen it on TV, documentaries, but until you take the drive, you don't really experience it in full. And we're really not experiencing it in full because we're on the road, on the highway. We stopped a few times, walked around, but can't imagine hiking through this. I think it's a great experience for all of us. I'm glad you folks are here watching this with us. It's more fun to share with your friends when you're doing something new. We pulled off so we can get some pictures. It's just spectacular. And nobody gets off at this exit. And there's a pull-off right here. Unfortunately, a lot of garbage. Probably truckers stop and take a rest. It is dry out there. Gotta watch out for snakes because there was signs at the rest stop. It is so hot. I never have been this hot in Florida. I think maybe because there's moisture. I don't know why. Well, of course it was 106 today, but Florida got pretty hot there. I think there's heat waves everywhere. I could not survive 5 minutes out here. I'm already getting so hot. I gotta go back into the car. Someone rammed into our car, but I think it's just Rick, oh my God, the car is hot. I just burnt my finger. Rick can buff that out. I don't think there's a dent or anything. Should be arriving in La Cruces, New Mexico tonight. I don't know if you can see the helicopter, but that mountain range you see is the border of Mexico and in the United States, Texas. He's flying right down where the border would be. So if you were wondering why we're not spending more time in the south here, it's because it's just too hot. We had planned on moving northward a little bit because Down here, it's, well, pretty much the whole country is having a heat wave, and it's not like we could do any hiking or do anything outside. It's just too hot. So we need to go where the weather's partially decent, and also because we have appointments along the way. So thanks for being here. Thumbs up if you like. Please share, and don't forget to live a passionate life.